Ever felt like you're always the one giving more in your relationships? Think again. Today, we're diving deep into why this happens and how to flip the script. 1. The balance of give and take. Why might you be the only one carrying the weight in your relationships? It's like being stuck in a one-way street, isn't it? Constantly pouring out energy and love, but somehow the tank stays empty. Here's a reality check. It's not just about generosity. It's often about self-worth. You deserve to receive as much as you give. Start by acknowledging your own value. Recognize that relationships are a two-way street. They thrive on mutual exchange. Begin small. Notice how often you say yes when you really want to say no. It's a game changer. Remember, your needs matter just as much. 2. Recognizing overgiving patterns. How can you tell if you're giving too much and receiving too little? Are you the one always texting first or planning every date? These are signs, my friend, but don't worry. Awareness is the first step to change. Start by tracking your giving actions for a week. Who initiates contact? Who plans outings? This isn't about keeping score, but about understanding patterns. The goal? To find a balance that feels good. It's like a dance. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow. And remember, it's okay to step back and let others step up. You're not responsible for filling every silence or gap. 3. The psychology behind overgiving. Ever wonder what drives you to give more than you get? It's often more than just being nice. It's about seeking approval, isn't it? Sometimes you might think giving more makes you more lovable. Here's the twist. Your worth isn't measured by how much you give. Start by asking yourself, am I giving to feel valued? It's time to shift that mindset. Begin practicing self-affirmation each morning. Remind yourself that you're valued for who you are, not just for what you do for others. Also, try to give without expecting anything in return. This helps in breaking the cycle of seeking validation through giving. 4. Setting healthy boundaries. What are the steps to ensure you're not overstepping your emotional boundaries? It's like setting up a beautiful garden fence. It protects, but also allows you to enjoy the view. Start by identifying what makes you feel respected and valued. Is it time alone or clear communication? These are your non-negotiables. Next, communicate these boundaries clearly to your partner. It's not about building walls, but about teaching others how to treat you. Practice saying no to things that don't align with your boundaries. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but it's crucial for your well-being. Remember, boundaries aren't restrictions. They're your personal guidelines for a healthy, happy relationship. 5. The power of saying no. How can saying no actually improve your relationships? Saying no isn't about being unkind. It's about honoring your needs. Start by acknowledging that your time and energy are precious. Every yes to something you don't want is a no to your own needs. Begin practicing in low-stakes situations. Decline an invitation if you're not up for it, or skip a favor if it's too much. Notice how it feels. It's liberating, right? Saying no creates space for genuine yeses, those that align with your values and desires. Remember, each no is a step towards a more authentic, fulfilling life. 6. Understanding reciprocity. Why is mutual exchange crucial for a healthy relationship? Imagine a relationship as a two-lane bridge with traffic flowing both ways. It's about balance. Start by evaluating your current relationships. Are you the only one sending messages or planning outings? If yes, it's time for a change. Encourage your partner to contribute. For instance, if you planned the last date, suggest they plan the next. It's not about keeping score, but about creating a partnership where both feel valued. Communication is key. Express how important mutual effort is to you. Remember, a relationship is a team effort. Both players should be equally invested. 7. Self-care in relationships. How does taking care of yourself benefit your romantic connections? You know how in airplanes, they tell you to secure your own mask before helping others? It's just like that in relationships. Start by identifying what fills your cup. Is it a solo coffee date, a yoga class, or just an hour with a good book? Make these non-negotiable in your weekly schedule. Communicate to your partner how these activities are crucial for your well-being. The magic? When you're fulfilled, you bring a happier, more balanced self to your relationship. It's not selfish. It's essential. Remember, a well-nourished soul can love deeper and more genuinely. 8. Communicating your needs. What's the best way to express your needs without feeling guilty? It's like being the director of your own play. You set the scene. Start by getting clear on what you need. Is it more quality time? Or maybe some space? Clarity is key. Next, choose a good time to talk. Not in the heat of an argument, but in a calm, comfortable setting. Use I statements like, I feel valued when, instead of, you never. This reduces defensiveness and opens up the dialogue. Remember, it's not about making demands, but about sharing your feelings. Effective communication builds stronger, healthier relationships. 9. Letting go of unbalanced relationships. When is it time to walk away from a relationship that doesn't serve you? It's like pruning a garden. Sometimes you need to cut off the dead branches for new growth. Begin by acknowledging the signs of an unbalanced relationship. Are your efforts constantly unreciprocated? Do you feel drained rather than energized? These are red flags. Give yourself permission to prioritize your happiness. It's not about giving up. It's about choosing yourself. Start distancing yourself emotionally and invest time in activities that bring you joy. Remember, ending something that no longer serves you isn't failure. It's a brave step towards a healthier, happier you. 10. Building equitable relationships. How can you foster a relationship where both parties contribute equally? Think of it as a team sport, where both players have an essential role. Start by identifying what an equitable relationship looks like for you. Is it shared decision-making or balanced emotional support? Communication is your tool here. Discuss these ideals with your partner and encourage their input. It's a collaboration, not a solo project. Also, practice active listening. It's not just about your needs, but understanding theirs too. This mutual understanding lays the foundation for a balanced relationship. Remember, it's about creating a partnership where both feel valued and heard. Check out this playlist of the top 10 videos on relationship advice for women, and we'll see you in the next video. With love.